trainer here, and upon doing years of research and listening to my clients, many of my clients, I've found out that the biggest reason why people fall off the weight loss bandwagon is due to lack of motivation. They lose motivation and go back to their old ways. Now, I hear statements like this all the time. It's too hard to diet, it takes too long, I hate counting calories. I mean, who has the time to count calories? I get hungry and then I snack at the vending machine at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't have the willpower. I want to go out with my friends to restaurants, but I feel like that ruins my diet. I'm sick of having to cook separate meals for my family because they won't eat my special diet foods. I feel like eating cheese fries, not carrot sticks. It takes too long to get results. I'm sick of not getting results fast enough. I've been exercising every single day for 2 weeks and I'm not seeing any change. What else has there been? I'm having all the special diet foods and drinks from the shops, but I'm not seeing any results. So let me tackle each one of these one by one, and I'll also give you some extra tips to keep you motivated and help you achieve that dream body that you deserve. First of all, you should never feel like you're on a diet. Diets, well, they don't work. They're short-term and you want long-term fat loss results. So the best thing to do is swap out that word, take it completely out of your vocabulary, swap it for things like good eating, food plan, nutrition. I actually forbid my clients to use the word diet, and I never use it myself because it's a completely psychological thing. You don't want to feel like you're on a diet. Okay, you want to make sure that you're eating well, you're fueling your body in the right way. So a good thing to do is take that word completely out of your vocabulary altogether. Another thing to do is that you should allow yourself to have 1 or 2 cheat meals a week. So have that cheesecake on a Friday night, have those fries on a Saturday night. By eating well 85% of the time, you will still achieve fabulous fat loss results, and you'll be much more successful in the long term if you feel like you're not dieting. Regarding hunger and going to the vending machine at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, of course you're going to get hungry if you're not eating enough. Of course you're going to get hungry if you're not eating the right type of calories. There's so many starvation type diets out there. Of course you're going to get hungry if you're not eating enough and you're depleting your body by too many calories. If you are constantly in caloric deficiency, then your body is going to go into this vicious cycle of storing fat and your metabolism is going to slow down. So you want to avoid that totally. Try adding protein-rich, fiber-dense foods and increasing your water intake. This will help keep you fuller for longer and stop those hunger pangs. Increase foods like, increase your black beans or beans. Lean cuts of protein like chicken breast, turkey, lean beef, or tofu for vegetarians can also help. Any good nutritional plan should mean that you never have to count calories. You should never feel hungry if you're getting the right type of nutrition. So if you're sensible with your portion control, you should never have to count calories, and you should be eating real food. This will mean you're eating the right type of food and you should never get hungry in the first place. Now, with regards to losing that willpower, of course you're going to give in to cravings and lose that willpower if you're feeling deprived. So the key is to not feel deprived. Indulge 1 or 2 a week, give in to those cravings and not feel deprived. If you do this 1 or 2 a week and make the right choices the rest of the week, you will still be able to lose weight and keep the weight off. With regards to going out with your friends and socializing, of course you want to go out with your friends, of course you want to socialize, and you should be able to. Any good nutrition plan should advise you what you can eat out at restaurants and cafes without throwing your good eating out the window. So you should be able to keep your social life, make the right choices at any good restaurant, and still lose weight. With regards to cooking separate meals for your family, of course you should not have to make separate meals. You can still have family-friendly favorites just by choosing a better type of food, making better choices. For instance, having the right type of meat for burgers. So if you're going to have burgers, instead of having a fattier red meat, why don't you swap that out for a nice lean turkey or nice lean ground chicken. That can make a big difference. Or swap the sugar-laden bun for a spelt flour bun, or have it as an open sandwich and just eat the bottom half of the bun. Just by making these choices, you can make a big difference. Any single meal and any family-friendly meal can be made better just by making these simple choices. So you can still have the family-friendly meals and lose the fat. It's just a matter of making the right choices. For instance, if you're going to make pizza, swap out the processed white flour base with a spelt flour base, or have something that doesn't have all that sugar in it as well. Have a thinner base as well. Little things like that can make a big difference. So you can still have your family-friendly meals and you don't have to have separate meals. One of my personal favorites, I feel like eating cheese fries, not carrot sticks. Well, you could be craving oily carbohydrates because you're not getting enough good oil in your eating plan. So the easiest way to do that is to increase your eating of avocado, of salmon, and other similar fishes that contain omega-3s. Other good oils include things like cooking with extra virgin olive oil or coconut oil, or increasing your intake of flaxseed oil. Now, flaxseed oil contains fiber and vitamins and protein, and it's an essential fatty acid which is good for decreasing your cholesterol, for decreasing your blood pressure, and it also helps with stomach irritability and fighting cancer cells, which is the biggest one. Now, by eating good oils, it registers to your brain that you're full, and it'll also stop you from eating any more food. And with regards to it takes too long to get results, well, once again, if you feel like you've completely changed your entire lifestyle and that you're dieting, or that you've made all these massively severe changes, it is going to feel like a long time. So if you make small changes rather than having this restrictive lifestyle, and you don't have the deprivation, and that you set realistic results, it won't feel like a long time. Think long term and know that Rome wasn't built in a day. But if you don't have all this restrictiveness, it won't feel as long because you're not dieting. You're just eating well and you're thinking long term fat loss results. So the key here is to take baby steps, not giant leaps and bounds, and it won't feel like a lifetime. And you will get long lasting results. With regards to, I've been exercising every single day for the last 2 weeks and I'm not getting any changes. Well, I hear this a lot from my clients. They go on this exercise binge, but they don't change anything else. They're still eating all the bad food and having bad meal plans, and because they're exercising, they think that they can eat more, so they eat more. You can't out-train a bad diet. So you want to change what you're eating. Eat real food and you will get the results. You don't have to exercise every single day, nor should you. You shouldn't have to have hours and hours of strenuous exercise a week to get results. I'm here to tell you that the good news is that you don't have to. If you exercise 3 times a week, even if it's just for 20 minutes in a manner that challenges you, then this is enough to get fat loss results. Even for me personally, I'm a mother of a baby, and so I don't have time to run around for hours and hours doing exercise. I exercise 3 times a week, and that's enough. Another example is one of my clients who happens to be a runner. I worked him out for only 25 minutes last night and he was done. So if you exercise in a manner that challenges you, it doesn't have to be for a long amount of time. It can be for 20 or 25 minutes. This will be enough for you to get fat loss results. Eat real food and exercise enough for you and you will get the results you deserve. And here's another reason why people lose motivation. They tell me that they're eating all the diet foods from the supermarkets and they're still not getting results. Well, once again, there's that horrible diet word. So let's get rid of that diet food altogether. Let's face it, diet foods taste disgusting anyway. They're filled with loads of chemicals and artificial sweeteners and colorings and artificial flavors to make up for the fact that they're tasteless. So get rid of them, don't eat them. I'm here to tell you that all you have to do is to eat real food the right way and you can get rid of that excess body fat permanently. Think about it. Our bodies were designed to be fueled by real food, not artificial this or processed that. We're completely polluting our bodies by eating this artificial food. So let's get back to basics. Eat the food that you were designed to eat. This will fire up your metabolism. This will decrease your bloating and it'll help you sleep better. If you eat real food, it'll cleanse out your system and get you feeling tip-top again. You'll have more energy and you'll just feel better. So why not get back to basics, eat real food the right way? So skip the processed food aisle next time you're in the supermarket and fill that fridge with fruits and vegetables and lean meats and eggs and low-fat dairy and almonds like raw almonds or walnuts and good oils such as from salmon, avocado or flaxseed oil, and get that engine revving again. So here are another top 10 ways that you can keep motivated and achieve that dream body that you know you deserve. Number 1, think of the reasons why you want to lose weight. What is your biggest factor? Think of 5 and then have one really major one to focus on all the time and keep coming back to that one whenever you feel like you're going to slip up. For instance, I want my husband and my kids to be proud of their mum or their wife. I want to fit into my bathing suit. I want to go to the beach and wear a 2-piece, not a 1-piece. I want to fit into my jeans that I wore 5 years ago. I want to fit into my wedding dress again for my 10-year renewal of the vows. I want to set a good role model for my kids and I want everyone to be proud. I want people to notice my weight loss. Number 2, have a support group around you. Surround yourself with friends and loved ones that are going to support you, not sabotage you. It's really important to keep you on track and not have someone that's going to take you to the vending machine at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Number 3, have a picture of your dream body. So cut a picture out of a glossy magazine or a magazine and put it on the fridge is a great one. Or put it in your desk drawer so you have a constant reminder that that's what you want to look like. Number 4, take baby steps. You shouldn't have to take severe restrictive steps all the time to get results. It'll make it less of a chore for you. So do something like 1 week, just take out processed white flour products. And then the next week, leave 1 or 2 bites on your plate after every meal. These small changes can make a massive difference. Number 5, set yourself small goals and reward yourself when you achieve that, or likewise, punish yourself a little if you don't. So for example, if your goal is to drop a dress size in 6 weeks and you don't achieve this, well, ban yourself from watching television and take that time instead and go for a walk. But if you do achieve it, buy yourself a new hairstyle or go out and buy yourself a new pair of pants or something like that. So reward yourself, but also punish yourself a little bit. Because hey, if the kids did the same thing, you'd be punishing them also. Number 6, remember that you are in control of everything that goes in that mouth. So make the right choices. Sure, you can have your cheat meals so that you're not deprived, but the rest of the week, be accountable and be responsible for everything that goes into your mouth. Number 7, do not procrastinate. You only have one body in life, so invest in it and it will return the favor. Number 8, be organized. Plan your week out. Plan out your exercise or your food for the day, and don't be sucked in by convenience foods later on when you get stuck. Fat loss doesn't necessarily have to take hours and hours of preparation. You can prepare fast, real food meals in 20 minutes or less and get fat loss results. Number 9, make sure that the changes you make fit into your lifestyle, because this will keep you motivated because it's not severe changes and it's easy and it's doable. For instance, if you need to exercise 20 minutes a day and the only time you can do it is first thing in the morning, get up 20 minutes earlier. Or if it's easier to do it at work at lunchtime, do it then. Do something that's going to fit into your lifestyle that's not going to be a burden and not going to be a chore. Number 10, you are in control of your own destiny. You need to take action. All the tools are out there for you to choose and pick them up and use. It's within your grasp. So make the right choices, eat real food the right way, take action today, and that dream body is within your grasp. I'm Trudy the Trainer. I've really enjoyed bringing these tips on how to stay motivated to you. I'll see you real soon.